the Transformers 4 Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Lockdown. The figure is part of Wave 2.5 of the Deluxe Class, Generations Deluxe Class figures, and I think will reappear in Wave 3. I'm not sure, depending on which country you're in. So, quick look at the box art. Very, very difficult to miss this guy. He's just an imposing figure in the artwork and the Lamborghini. And here's the rest of Wave 2. You know, being a Hot Wheels fan, this was one figure I thought, you know, I had to get because it was a Lamborghini. One of the cars I really collect in the Hot Wheels line are Lamborghinis, and this is the Lamborghini Aventador, and one of the best ones that Lamborghini has ever released. It came in two versions, obviously with the top down, the Aventador J, and this one with the roof. So very, very cool. Now here's the figure. He comes with just one big accessory, and it's his face gun. If you watch the movie, I mean, who hasn't, right? It's so good. It's like, it deserves an Academy Award, that movie, Transformers 4. Anyway, comes with this, it's really long and hard. It's definitely not soft. And it can even grow longer because it comes with a missile. So if you're gonna shoot the missile, you gotta tug on it. It's kind of tight, but you need to tug on the shaft really hard, and it'll shoot out. And when you first get this, it's kind of hard to put it in, but you just have to elongate it, and then it'll be able to push it in, the missile. Then just tug on it again, and then it'll fire. Okay. Should you throw away the missile? No, I think it adds to the overall design and look of it. I mean, without the missile, it's still okay. Might even be more movie accurate, but the instructions don't even tell you where to put this, except in alt mode. There are pegs right here, which you can mount like that in alt mode, but we'll talk about that later. But as a face gun, there's no mention in the instructions that you could put it this way. They only tell you to put it this way. I don't know if it was because they didn't want to spoil it for everybody, because they were thinking of releasing this one before the movie, but no mentions. If you watch the movie, you'll know that there is a smaller tab that will fit into his head right there, and that's the face gun. So that's the only accessory. Does he have light piping? Very hard to tell. He should have it, but no, he doesn't. He doesn't actually. There's no way. I think those beady eyes will light up because the way it's been assembled, the clear plastic is only on top. Anyway, so here's the figure. Some negative comments about it being a little bit too small. Yes, it is small, just for dramatic effect. Look how far the Deluxe Class has gone from Transformers Animated. Look at that lockdown. I mean, come on, Hasbro. Really? To this lockdown. Okay. And just to compare with the other Autobots, he is squat. I mean, that's Crosshairs. Drift is somewhere here. He's about the same height as, no, a little bit taller than Drift. Just a hair. But he should be bigger. Agreed. He should be a Voyager class. In robot mode, at least. But in vehicle mode, he fits nicely with the Voyager Prime as a Deluxe, but we'll talk about that later. So Sculpt and Silhouette, there's a lot of detail in this figure. You get some paint here, and even it's comparable to the Takara version. He's got even a Decepticon symbol, which was not present, I think, in the movie. I don't know if I missed it, the purple Decepticon symbol. I mean, you know, Lamborghini will probably have a fit on this because Michael Bay, they told Michael Bay, don't make our Lamborghini a bad guy. And Michael Bay says, he's not a bad guy, he's a bounty hunter. You okay with that? And they said, okay. So, I don't know. Should they have put the Decepticon? Whatever. So, the sculpt, there's a lot of detail in it. Paint absolutely phenomenal. There's very little I can complain about. The plastic they used for this type of gray, it's not exactly gunmetal gray, it's more of a brownish gray. There's a little bit of flake on it, and I'm glad they're making this the standard. This is what we saw first with the Sideswipe, the Transformers Universe Deluxe class Sideswipe, and that really set the bar for that type of plastic. It looks premium grade, it doesn't look cheap. Very, very nice. Well done, Hasbro. And I think it's basically the same with the Takara version. Sorry I don't have it to compare to because I'm not opening that one up. The only difference is slight difference in paint apps, especially for the face. So overall quality of the plastic is great. Now for the silhouette and the sculpt, he does look off proportion because he's got the very accurate legs, the chicken legs, but the arms are just way too bulky. He's got these gorilla arms on him because of all the kibble. And even with all the kibble, they didn't put wind. We'll talk about it later. The backpack is a little bit. It's flat enough, but because of its shape, it kind of gives him that pear-shaped body, which is, I mean, if you do remove it, I mean, if you just keep his body like this, it should be okay. But this one creates that illusion that he's got a bigger body. In silhouette, and also, and then, sorry, all right, what was I? All right, yeah, even at the back, it looks like he's got a big butt, obviously. In front, I think the way the chest piece folded, it should have, I would have appreciated something like this, even if it didn't collapse too much. But Hasbro was trying to be efficient with the pieces, the kibble, and just trying to collapse it that way. And because of that, because of the design of the Lamborghini's fender and bumper, it looks like he's got man boobs. Yeah, the sagging man boobs. It's just an illusion created, but it's really not. I mean, if you put the arms like this, it's pretty square on, but because of the shape of the Lamborghini fender and bumper, that's what it's giving it. So, you know, it should have been just like this. In this one, it would have given him a more masculine frame, but it's really up to you, you know. All right, so yeah, he's got articulation. He's got a ball. Oh, sorry, let me just give you a good look at the face. So that's pretty good, pretty good. Articulation's got a ball jointed, very loose ball joint neck, ball jointed shoulder that has a hinge. He's got a ball hinge elbow, no wrist articulation, no waist articulation. There's a little bit of a joint right here. If you move this out, he can sort of move a little bit because of transformation. If you untab this part, that's not really articulation. He's got a ball hinge hip, but the plastic has gone straight through his hip, and so sometimes they tend to move at the same time. It just sucks because he'll tip over. It's so easy for him to tip over. Anyway, he's got a ball hinge knee and some ankle swivels because of articulation. So articulation's pretty bad, but because of the detail they put and the way he's going to be transforming, maybe a little bit forgivable. But I wish they had put, maybe, I don't know how they're going to do it. It would probably be very difficult to put a waist swivel, or maybe a thigh swivel, or maybe just an ankle swivel, something like that, just to give posing, you know, this guy a better time at posing. But it's just very difficult to pose him with that limited articulation. So yeah. Anyway, transformation. The instruction is just crap. You can figure it out on your own intuitively because of the simplicity of it, but the instructions a little bit vague on the transformation. So what you want to do is obviously line up the doors like that. Okay, go ahead and detach this part, the peg right here, detach it from his ass right there. Go ahead and fold it out. Fold out the front part of the car. This is very careful with this one because it's a very tight hinge, and I can already imagine this one is the first one to go. The clearance is just so tight there. So just do that, do this. I wish they could have folded or compressed this whole piece much better than that. It's good enough as it is because it's very flat, but the girth of it, I mean, there's just so much that creates that illusion as I talked about in the beginning. Okay, fold it up like this. Then you go ahead and rotate this piece right here. Unfold the bumper and the fender, sorry. You're going to collapse the entire body like this. That. Go ahead and join the headlamps part onto the bonnet, so you'll form the front part of the car. No Lamborghini logo, but that's where it's supposed to be. Go ahead and fold the feet up, and you see that peg hole right there. And do that, and then you just join them together, and then fold it right over his head, right there. You can rotate the head, I suppose, if you want to. You don't have to. Looks nice if he's facing front. Okay, now the feet will just squeeze in between these two pegs, these two pieces right here, and you're almost done. Go ahead and compress the shoulders like that, and then there are pegs right here for the peg holes on his hands, right there. Okay, and fold the back bumper, back fenders. Come on, man. Just tie it in. Right there. And there you have lockdown in his Lamborghini Aventador alt mode. I mean, they already put a lot of kibble in this thing, but they took out the windows. Maybe to make the arms less kibble-ish. They could have, it would have required another hinge joint to fold it down, but I mean, they're already going to put a lot of kibble. They might as well put that window in, because it just shows you a lot of the pieces inside, and you know, that would have made this alt mode perfect had they put that window. And instead, you know, they took it out, saved on plastic and hinges, and now detracts to the alt mode just a little bit. It's still great. Just the the gun will, let me see, the gun will mount here on the back. I don't know why you want to do that, just to store it, I suppose. Let's get rid of that. And Optimus, good scale. I mean, I have to agree with Hasbro. They chose Deluxe. Making Lockdown a Deluxe class was a good choice vis-a-vis the Voyager Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, and they look great together. Had he been a Voyager, he would be huge like this. Anyway, but just to put things in perspective and some dramatic effect, here is a movie one. I mean, 2007 Deluxe class figures. Wow, lots of what the hell? I haven't cleaned this thing in a while. Tailgate. I forgot who this guy is. Sorry. I mean, look at that. Look how far the Deluxe class has gone. This thing is heavy. Look at the wheels. And this one cost about, in Manila at least, 7 Hot Wheels. About $13. And this one right now is close to 9 Hot Wheels. And yeah. I don't know, like $20, $25, $20, $22, which is ridiculous. $20, $21 price point from 13. And this is what we get. Lots of detail in this one. I have to agree. Lots of fantastic plastic and paint apps. But just the amount of plastic they use, articulation, weight of it, I mean, you see how far toys have. And I can understand why some collectors have decided to drop some lines here and there, and you know. So anyway, that's it. That's Lockdown. Is he worth getting? If you love the movie, if you love Transformers, movie-verse Transformers, then definitely he's worth picking up. How much should you get him? If you can get him on retail, please, by all means, get this guy on retail. You should. I think $30 is a fair enough price if you're getting it online or through a friend or whoever, just to pay for shipping and all that. But if you absolutely must get this figure, given that the rarity of this figure might be high because it's from a wave 2.5. It's an in-between wave, and some stores might not even go as far as ordering wave 3 because the movie's done and over with. It's already Guardians of the Galaxy, and we're going into Christmas, and most stores just order waves 1 and 2. They should have put this in wave 2 instead of 2.5. I don't know why they didn't put it in wave 2. Wave 2 just had a repack of Slug and the high octane Bumblebee. They should have just done away with that revision and just made wave 2 the 3 new figures, 2 of each, and then this guy. Wave 2.5 should have been wave 2. Anyway, and that the one with high octane Bumblebee should have been wave 2.5. But a lot of stores are probably not going to be ordering wave 2.5 or even wave 3. So given the rarity of this one, and how much collectors are really after this one, if you absolutely must get it in your part of the world, let's say you don't live in North America like I do, like here in Asia, if you have to get it, I would say $40 shipped. That should be your ceiling. Anything beyond $40 is way beyond ridiculous. $40 is already ridiculous enough as a price for this one, but that's just the way it is. Collectors are gonna be after this. Stores might not be ordering it. What can you do? So there you go, folks. Sorry for the very long review for a deluxe class figure. I know some of you have been waiting for this, and I do apologize for the delay. There's just a ton of backlog. Marvel stuff to review, Star Wars stuff to review, Transformers, Generation. So thank you for your patience, and thank you for still supporting this channel. We've gone way past 6,000 subscribers. We're going through about 6.4, 6.3, almost 6.4 subscribers. We're going for 7,000 subscribers in the next couple months. So thank you for all your support. Thank you for sticking it with this channel, not being bored to death, and just a lot of people are thank you for just sticking it with me. I really appreciate it. Transformers 4 Age of Extinction Deluxe Class, Generations Deluxe Class, Lockdown. Thanks for watching.